Hello everyone, welcome to the part 2 of Apache log parsing using Python. So if you remember, last time we left at our video at the point where we got the IP address and we discussed about the collection module. Okay, and I showed you uh, how collections work, and with the help of one of the method called counter, how we can count the number of times a particular value is repeated in our code. Okay, so we found that, and now let's go back to our code, and using that collection let's try to print the value. So counter and IP underscore list. Okay, I'm just printing that value. So here you can see that it is giving us the same output. For example, the number of times this IP repeated in my code. Okay, if you remember, in the first video I show you with the help of a grep and sort and unique how to find it out. The same thing we are doing with the help of a counter. Okay, now if you can see, this is in the form of a tuple, and inside the tuple we have this dictionary. Okay, so we can iterate over it. So what I mean, let me write a loop for k comma v in counter.ip.list. Okay, I can write print k comma v, and because we are doing a tuple unpacking, we need to use items, and let me show you the output first. So we are getting our desired output where we want an output in the format where this is the IP and the number of times this IP is repeated. So basically we are doing just a tuple unpacking. So this is just for demonstration purpose. Let me comment out both of these entries, and we are going to use it later in our code. Okay, so far what we have done, we have opened our log file, we have used a regular expression, we used a counter module or a collection module to count the number of times this IP repeated. The next thing is we need to save the output of this program into a CSV file. Okay, so to save the output into a CSV file, let me go here. We need to use a one more module provided by a Python called CSV. Okay, and the syntax is similar to what we have done for the opening of our file. So what we need to do with open, I can give a file a name. So let's say I am giving a file name. Let me remove this. I'm giving a file name as ipcount, okay, .csv, and this time I'm opening this file in a write mode, okay, as file, but this time I'm using csv dot write. Fwriter is, it means I can use any variable, is equal to csv dot writer, okay, and pass the file header. So basically I'm using the CSV module to write to this file. Okay, now first thing I need in that file is the header. So the header is, for that I can use this fwriter csv dot write row, or if you need to write a multiple row, you can use write rows. And the first entry of that is, we know, the IP address, okay, and the next entry is the count. So what we are going to do here, we are going to open a file here in the write mode because we need to write the entry. We created this, right, and then we are writing a row where this will act as our header. Okay, then we need to iterate over this list like we did it over here, and and then write those entry of our IP address as well as number of count into that file. So I can use this, right? One second, right? And this time I can use the same method, fwriter.csv, copy .csv, and I can supply this key and value. Okay, so basically in this IP address count we will get this key, which is this one, and the value is the number. Okay, so let me execute this code, and it did not give me any output, but because we are saving the output to a file, and the file name is ipcount.csv. So let me show you. It created this file ipcount.csv. So in that file you will see that we have this header that we have generated here and the count. Okay, and the count have the number of IP addresses that we have created, right? Okay, so if we go back to our requirement, we have met the two requirements so far. The first requirement that we have met is that we have opened our file. The second one is using the RE module, we have filtered the output. Then using a counter, we have count. And then the last requirement, the second last requirement, we have saved the output to a CSV file. Then let's go to our last requirement, which is to make it user friendly. So with user friendly means, let me show you. Here. So user friendly is like this. Here. So first thing is, if in this file, in this Python script, we are hard coding the value of this access.log. So rather than hard coding this value, right, user have the option to provide its own log file. User is the option to provide its own log file, right? Secondly, when he run the script, for example this guy, or if he mistakenly run the script without any option, we should have some kind of a help option, so that we can ask user, okay, you forget to provide this log file. So for example, here he can give access1.log, let's say. So if he forget to supply this file, we can give him some user friendly output. Okay, so this is our requirement. So now for that I'm going to add some boilerplate syntax, and first thing we need to do to achieve our goal is to import a module called argparse. Okay, and then let me copy paste this syntax, and then I will explain to you what exactly is this. If you do not understand this, don't worry, because I am going to cover this in some next video. So first thing, to use a argparser module is to import it. Like any other module, you need to import this module, right? Then you need to create the parser. So this is how we are creating a parser, and here we are going to creating a parser, and we are giving him some description. So I will show you where exactly you will see this, reading the log file. The next step is adding the argument. There are two kinds of argument we can add to the argparser. One is the optional argument and one is the positional argument. So in this case, I am adding the positional argument. If I want to make this as an optional, I can make it like this. But in this case, I want user to supply the log file. So this is one of our argument. Then I'm just adding some help option. Please enter the log file to parse, and then just giving him what is the type of this file, which is a means we are opening this file in the read mode. The next step is we are executing this parser using this parse.arg. Okay, and as you can see, I have commented out this entry. Okay, now how to use this parser that we have created, this arg.parser, in our file. So only thing you need to do here is, rather than this, you need to write args.log file. Okay, so this is the only change you need to do in your code. Okay, let me execute this code and then I will show you what changes that does this arg parser make into your code. So if you now execute your script, you will see that you will get this friendly output like usage is equal to Apache log parser -h log file. The following argument are required. This log file argument is required. And if I pass -h, it will give me all this helpful output. So reading the log file, positional argument log file, please enter the log file to pass, and optional argument -h help, show this text to exit. Now what I can do, let me remove this file so that I will show you that we have regenerated this file. And anyway, I am using the right using a write here, so it's all means Python is always going to overwrite the existing file. But let me remove this. Okay, and this time I'm going to run this code by supplying the access.log. Okay, so this is executed clearly. Now if I go here, you will see it is having a similar output, but the only thing is now we have the more user friendly way to run our script. Okay, so here you are giving the positional argument, log file, all these information. Okay, so as you can see, by using all these modules, we have created our modular code where we are asking the user for the input. We are using the regular expression to parse that output. We have used a counter module to calculate or to find out the count, the number of times the IP address is repeated, and then we use a CSV module to write inside that file. Okay, so this is one way of writing the code. As I mentioned, I want to start with the bare bone minimum to write this code. Now let's look at the second version of this code, which I have already shared the GitHub link with you guys. But let me show you. I'm not going to write this code, but if you have any question, please drop in the comment section and I will be able to help you guys. Okay, so let me open one new window and show you. So this is exactly the same code that I have showed you, but rather than writing one big monolithic code, I have divided this code into 3 parts. And in the first part, I'm defining a function. Okay, and as I mentioned, I am going to drop a link drop the GitHub link of this code in the description section of this video. So basically what I'm doing, in the first section, I have wrote a function called read file, which is going to read a log file, and exactly it's going to use the parser to read the log file. And here I am going to even doing the regular expression, like I'm breaking this into means I'm getting the IP address using this function. Once I got filtered out the IP address, I use the second function just to count the number of times the IP address has been repeated. Okay, and in the final section, I wrote one more function to write the IP address and the count into a file. So basically it is a much more modular way to write this code rather than writing this code in one big monolithic way. Okay, this is one way to write the code. I'm not saying this is the best way, but this is one of the way how you can write this code. You also have the option that you can even break this regular expression section into one more module. It's completely up to you, or you can write this code in the form of classes. So I just want to give you a way how you are going to approach to these kind of a problem in two different ways. One is writing this big monolithic code, and the second way is break down into different functions, which I find this is a much better way. Okay, so thanks for watching this video. Hopefully you have learned something new out of this video. If you have any question, please leave in the comment section. Thank you.